with another episode.
There you go. So let's start from Monday Night Raw that
Raw.
wasn't live.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do the voice. Raw.
No, this was a tape show, and to be honest, I didn't really like it. It was boring as fuck. Not even lie.
Okay, I thought it was just me, like not boring per se to me, but mild, if anything. Like it was off.
It was okay. It was just extremely boring and mild. It kind of fucking sucked. It kind of fucking sucked.
Yeah. Now I don't know about you, but
Hmm.
I didn't read all the spoilers, so that had no factor to me. Like I went read one or two, but yeah, it being pre-taped didn't bother me.
Okay, so I read all of the spoilers. So I read every spoiler, like everything that came out. I was like, oh, okay. But they did have like the backstage stuff was stuff that wasn't shown to the crowd, so the crowd had no idea, which means we were seeing it for the first time, just like the crowd.
Okay.
So the backstage stuff was the stuff I was more looking for, but at the same time, nothing really happened on the show that made me go, "Oh my God, like this was a good episode." It was like one or two good matches, but everything else was like, I don't really give a shit. Like, I
Yeah.
don't really give a shit. And so it started off with Liv Morgan coming out and her and Raquel Rodriguez. And then she brought out Nia, Tiffany, and Candice LeRae. Now, I didn't think about this until somebody fucking put this in my head, and I was like, now I can't unfucking see it.
Okay.
Wasn't Nia and Liv just fighting just a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, they actually pointed it out in this promo.
Yeah, like this. I'm like, wait a minute, that's true. That was a thing. And I was
They
like,
literally
okay,
pointed it out.
yeah. Like I was just like, what the fuck?
Like everybody, if you break it down, everybody in this squad has beef because Tiffany and Candace don't
Exactly,
get along either.
exactly. So it's just like, okay, what the fuck? But then here comes Bianca, Naomi, Jade, Io. And they come to the ring, and Liv says, "It's just four of you. We could beat you guys down." And then here comes Rhea Ripley
This is
with
my brutality. That hit out of nowhere.
yes, and then she had a face mask on, and she said, "War games," and there you go.
Yep.
That's war games. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? Seriously.
I'm good with it. The only like, and it's a minor thing. Like, it's a nothing burger with the poster. Like, I feel like I don't know something was off about the poster to me. Like, people didn't match together. Like, usually when it's war games, like you have like the enforcer versus the enforcer. The little feuds versus each other. You know, and like
Listen.
that, I didn't feel like that was a thing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna point this out because like you don't notice this because it's like I know like you're the art guy and all that,
Mhm.
but you don't notice the stuff that they do when they do stuff like this. Like these posters, the stuff that they put out for like the War Games thing, that's a throwaway. That's not the poster. So that's a throwaway. And it's like something that they just cobbled together just really quickly to just put out there. Like that's why like you getting mad at it is funny to me because it's like that's not the official thing that they're gonna be like running with. It's just something that like it happened and was like, hey guys, look, War Games, and it's just a
Okay.
throwaway. So that's why it's like it's not gonna line up because nothing is like it wasn't concrete. So they was like, all right, we're just gonna throw this out there, ha.
Yeah.
And by the time we get to the pay per view, we're gonna have like a more concrete version of that photo where it's like the girls that are standing and they're all lined up where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's,
like
it's it's a me thing, probably like OCD. Like it's nothing. Like I said, I wasn't
yeah,
necessarily mad.
yeah, but like those like those things when they come right out like immediately, it's like that's not a real poster, that's a throwaway.
Oh, okay.
Because like from me knowing and watching and learning how things are done, that was a complete like when they do shit like that, it's like this is the shit that they do. We'll get a better refined one as we get closer to the pay-per-view. So it was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, whatever.
Matter of speaking, a prototype per se.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So with that being said, on the internet, Charlotte has been starting to post. She posted a block of ice and the block of ice breaking and turning into a diamond. And so people are already speculating, oh, she's coming back, she's coming back. But the funniest one that I've seen was like, oh, she's coming back because, and she's mad because Becky's not here. I'm like, okay, jokes aside. Then somebody brought up the her and Liv thing and was like, oh, she's gonna come and take Liv's spot. And I'm like, guys, you don't know that there's a story here. Like, there's a real
Yeah.
big story here that you guys are not realizing. And everybody, like, I swear to God, when it happens, and I like, new WWE has been really on point with this, taking some shit that Vince McMahon threw out of nowhere and just was like, I'm gonna make this into a story.
Yeah.
If Triple H does the right thing and brings this back to Liv can't beat Charlotte and Liv finally beats Charlotte, that's gonna be a big story and everybody's gonna pop. And I would love it.
You've been preaching that story for ages, and hopefully it finally happens. And hopefully Liv actually beats her. Like, and ends the story there.
Like I know I think Liv is gonna beat her one time. Charlotte's gonna be like, you cheated. She's gonna come up with a special match, and Liv is gonna beat her again. But somehow Charlotte is gonna get a third match, and that's when Charlotte beats her for the championship, and then she just takes the title.
As long as Liv gets a win.
Yeah, like I want Liv to just like if it was me, I would let Liv just win the whole entire thing, and Charlotte just is broken, even though she just came back. And that's gonna piss a lot of people off when Liv beats her because people will be like, "Oh, Charlotte just came back. Why are you beating one of the best wrestlers?" And it's like because of the story, dude. It's a fucking story. Let it happen.
At the same time, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Because if she beats Liv, people are gonna bitch about it anyway. Oh, she's always like squashing people. It's always her. Blah blah blah. You know the shit she gets.
Yeah, but like there's like a little thin line, and this would have to be like done very quickly within 6 months of this. If she does come back and she beats Liv right away, it plays more into the story. And now Liv is like, I have to figure out how to beat her. I have to figure out how the fuck to beat her. And it's going to take Liv a while to get herself together. Then she beats Charlotte. But
Yeah,
people, the thing is, people won't have the patience because they'll be like, oh, Charlotte just came back. She wins the title. She wins everything. I hate her. And it's like, if you tell a story right, and Liv loses, it could be a good story, but you have to follow up on it in 6 months. You cannot let that go for a year. It has to
yeah,
be 6 months later. You have to strike. You can't just let it go. Like that'll be the only problem. Like I'm cool with Charlotte winning the first match and then Liv getting the win eventually, but it it we'll see what happens.
yeah.
So then we had Chad Gable and Ivy Nile versus Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega.
Actually, a good match in my opinion for
Oh
a
no,
mixed tag.
yeah, it was a good mixed tag match.
Yeah,
I was not expecting it to be good. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a throwaway, whatever. And then like halfway through, I was like, oh, I'm actually enjoying this.
like that one, like what was it? Springboard for the Karana spot.
Hmm
Kind of epic in my opinion.
I mean, it was all right. And Ray beat Chad Gable, and after the match, the Creeds come down, and Chad just slaps the shit out of the Creeds, and they start going at it, but they were only going at it to hype each other up, and Now they're gonna get back on their quote unquote winning ways. Whatever.
Have they won since they've been together?
Uh, the first two matches. So then we had Finn talking to Liv and Raquel, and he's trying to calm Liv down because of the Rhea thing, and she's mad. And so he turns to Dom and he tells Dom him and Carlito need to do the right thing tonight and beat the Viking Raiders. And they're like, okay, yeah, cool, we're gonna do that. I'm like, okay.
No, it's like Dom's not really feeling it anymore.
Yeah, Dom's not feeling it, and I wonder what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna break them up, or like what kind of what are they gonna do? I just want to know because like I'm confused.
Same.
So then we had a Miz promo, and Miz is talking about how he orchestrated the beatdown of the Wyatts and he played them, and this was a great movie, and maybe Quentin Tarantino could direct the next Marine movie. And I'm just like, oh, okay, all right,
Like I, I've
mhm,
always been a Miz fan. Like, and you
mhm,
know that since day one, I've always liked the Miz.
mhm.
But it's a certain point, like I'm getting like you, I'm getting sick and tired of this like Hollywood gimmick. Change it up, god damn it. Like you're part of the fucking Final Testament now, I guess unofficially. Go dark or something. Have like go evil, like it's not all about that bullshit. Like it's boring now.
Dude, everybody has been saying that, and they have not done anything with Miz, and he's just this way. Like, all right, whatever.
Like if he wasn't married to Miz, I mean to Miz, to Maurice, I would have said like go back to the chick magnet thing. But it is what it is.
Dude, I gave up on liking Miz like 2 weeks after he showed up, and I've never liked him since.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's just annoying. He's just an annoying fuck, and I'm just like I just don't like him. Like Miz as a person is cool. Miz is a wrestling character. I just don't like. Like
Yeah.
I just can't stand the wrestling character Miz. It's like yeah,
So
I don't like it.
rather you like Mike Mazan and you don't like the Miz.
Yeah, I like Mike Miz and I just don't like the Miz. It's like it's just not for me.
They need to change it. Is it true they're making another fucking Marine movie?
No, they're not making another Marine movie.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So then we had something that was fucking hilarious. So we had Gunther and Ludwig, and Ludwig is talking to Gunther, and he's like, "Yo, you were talking all that shit to me. Why didn't you do nothing to Damian Priest?" And Gunther was like, "Listen, you don't talk to me like that. I will fuck him up." And then he turns around, and Damian Priest is literally signing autographs, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna fuck him up now." He goes over to Pete Priest's ass. Priest fucks him up and leaves him laying, and he's on the ground, and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm gonna take that championship." I'm like, dude, like you talked all that shit and got your ass beat by somebody that was sitting down signing autographs, wasn't prepared. You got your ass beat.
I'm about to show
Yeah.
my age right now, but that whole
Uh-huh.
fucking shit reminded me of that old school Popeye cartoon where Popeye gets pissed off but doesn't have the spinach, and he's like, "Why I oughta," and try to fucking fight and gets his ass kicked
Yeah. That's exactly what it was. I was like, what the fuck is this?
because he
Like,
got fucked up. Like if Ludwig was there, he should have laughed at him.
right? He got laid out and everything. And I'm like, dude, that sucked. Like, he act like he was gonna do so much bad shit and got his ass whooped. I was like, God damn, dude.
And it was a sneak attack on top of that.
Mm-hmm. So then we had a good match, which was Sheamus versus Braun Breaker.
Awesome match.
The only problem is this match ended in a fucking DQ when Ludwig showed up.
Yep.
And it pissed me off because it's like they're going back to Ludwig versus Sheamus. And I don't want to see that.
Or or it might be a three-way.
I don't want to see that either. I don't like. I'm sorry. I don't want to see that either. I just want to see Braun
Come on,
Breaker
man.
take. If he's gonna take on Ludwig, that's fine. If he's gonna take on Sheamus, that's fine. Sheamus already fought Ludwig. I don't want to see this keep going to the same shit. Just
Yeah,
give me one on ones. So then we get a backstage thing with Sammy and the Usos trying to recruit Seth Rollins. They're like, Seth, Bronson Reed is in the bloodline. He's going to be in War Games. We want you to be part of the team. You need to be part of the team. And Seth goes, I respect you. Instead of Sammy, I respect you, Jay. I respect you, Jimmy. But ain't no damn way in hell I'm getting into War Games with Roman Reigns. I don't respect him. It's never going to happen. I can't let myself do it. Not deep down in my soul. He was so pissed off and he walked away. And I was like, damn, that's gonna be crazy when they get back together. But everybody has been pointing out this other thing, and I'm like, you know what? The other thing is way more sexier than this. And if they do it right, it's way more sexier than this. And I'll talk about it at the end of the show. But if the other thing happens, I'll be like, this is way more sexier. Like I like this. Like this is better.
there was only one minor thing that bothered me, like, and it's minor. Once again,
Hmm.
I respect you, Jay, because him and Jay are cool. I
Hmm.
respect you, Sammy. They're cool. They were all faces. Jimmy just became a fucking face. How you all of a sudden like him? Like he should be like, I don't like you either.
But you know why he does like Jimmy? Because Jimmy did turn on Roman and didn't take his shit. That's why. Because all of them
Okay,
didn't take his shit, and that's why he liked them.
okay. I got it now. That is a good point.
So then we had a Dakota Kai promo, and this wasn't a damage control promo. This was a Dakota Kai promo.
Yes,
So Dakota Kai looks like she's going solo. Hmm,
I'm okay with that.
I am too. So then we had the Viking Raiders, which is the War Machines, beating the shit out of Judgment Day.
Yep.
The funny part is like I did not think that Judgment Day was gonna do anything, and it was like, oh, this is definitely a throwaway. And they did exactly what I thought they were gonna do. Nothing. So after the match, Finn and JD came out and attacked War Machine.
Fuck them up.
Yes. So then we had a Bray Wyatt promo. I mean, a
Oh
Bo
shit.
Dallas promo, because I wasn't paying full attention to this, and Renegade pointed out and said, Bo Dallas looks just like Bray Wyatt in the promo. And when I looked up, I was like, yeah, you sure that's not Bray? And here's the funny part. When I said, you sure it's not Bray, they were doing one of those really flippy things where it cuts the Bray Wyatt and cuts the bow. So that's why I was like, you sure that's not just Bray? And then it just cut back to Bo, and it just was, yeah, he does look like him.
And like for anybody thinking, oh duh, they're brothers. Of course they look alike. They haven't always looked alike. Like now it's eerie how much they look alike.
Yeah, because everybody was talking about it afterwards, was like, he looks just like Bray. And I was like, yeah, I mean, of course. So then we had a Lyra Valkyria promo where she's talking about coming back and getting into stuff.
It's a phoenix or some shit.
Yes. So then we had Alpha Academy walking, and they bumped into Kofi and Xavier. And Kofi and Xavier are still beefing. And Xavier's like, listen, dog, I don't want to be beefing with you going into the 10th anniversary. And they brought up Big E, which was strange. It's like they don't bring up Big E all the time. This was strange.
Yep.
So then Otis is trying to calm them down, and Xavier gets pissed off. I'm not sure if he said this, but I swear they set up a tag match between Alpha Academy and the New Day next week, but
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
did.
sure.
He did
Okay,
because Kofi kind of got pissed off a bit, like, dog, like, what the fuck? Like, since when you caught it?
okay, because I was like I wasn't sure, but I thought they did, but yeah.
Yeah.
So then we had the main event, Seth versus Bronson Reed, and the Bloodline is out there, and the OG Bloodline comes out to beat up the Savage Bloodline. So they're beating their asses, and the match hasn't started yet. So the match starts, and then it's just Seth and Bronson, and they're going at it. And right before the end, Solo pops up. Solo distracts Seth. Seth gets taken down by Bronson Reed. 1, 2, 3. Bronson wins. Bronson and Solo stand tall. So, what did you think of it?
It was wild until that point where Solo showed up.
Yes. So, do you still think that Seth is going to join the Bloodline?
Yes, now more so.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Okay.
Somebody floated this idea, and the second that they floated the idea, I was like, yeah, but no. And then when they went into the factors of going around this, I was like, okay, that is sexy. Like that is sexy. See, here's the thing.
Okay.
I even talked about this last week, how people would bitch and say that moment with Roman would mean nothing if you guys went right back to Roman and Seth being a team. And it's like, yeah, you know what? That's right. So here's the thing. I even said, but if Paul Heyman could make it make sense. But here's the thing. People are saying, don't do that. Don't have Seth there. I'm like, okay, who do you replace him with? And I don't know why people start saying Brock Lesnar. And everybody was like, you know what? That would be cool. And then somebody actually floated the real idea. Said, you know what? They haven't got in contact with Paul Heyman. But what if they do get in contact with Paul Heyman and he brings CM Punk? People was like, oh, wait, what does that mean? Oh, Paul and CM Punk are cool, and this will be a favor to Paul. But him doing this and getting in the ring and beating up Bronson Reed would piss off Seth. Now Seth is pissed off that he didn't get his revenge on Bronson Reed, and also that CM Punk came to help Roman Reigns when Roman should have nobody to help him because Seth said so. Now Seth is pissed off. This leads into WrestleMania, Seth being pissed off. Plus, I also heard that Punk would be at Survivor Series. So this all starts to line up and feel like, you know what, this is better option than going with Seth. Just out of left field, bring CM Punk in, and it would just shake shit up, and everybody be like, you know what, not even mad at it.
I'm sold.
Exactly, like it's just like it was just that easy because it ties into other things, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
So speaking of CM Punk, which he said some stuff that pissed a lot of people off, and I think it wasn't directed at everybody. I think it was directed at one person. So he was talking to Peter Rosenberg, and Peter Rosenberg was talking about, hey, like you were in AEW, like I know that like we don't talk about it, but like, is there anybody from AEW that you wish that you could have faced that you didn't face? And Punk said, I wasted a lot of matches in AEW. He was like, I wasted matches on people who didn't deserve them. And he just like he didn't elaborate, and Peter Rosenberg was like, "Oh, okay." So people immediately was like, "Oh, so all of the matches he had was a waste? That's bullshit. Like he's such an asshole." And I'm just like, that's not what that meant, guys. Like he was taking a direct shot at one person because he even said people don't know how to do business. And the only person that came in my head as soon as he said that was like, he's talking about Hangman. Like
Yeah,
it was directed at nobody else. It was directed at Hangman because Steve from Steven Larson broke down all of the matches of CM Punk because he was doing this as a joke for like the wasted matches. He broke down the matches, and every one of the other matches, except for like four of them, was like, oh, he didn't waste matches because the match with Ricky Starks, Punk loves Ricky Starks. Match with Hobbs, Punks love Hobbs. Like the one with Joe, he loves Joe. It was so many matches. It's like, wait a minute, he had all of these matches, but he was only specifically talking to one person that was a waste of a match, and that was Hangman.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it was funny to me how everybody reacted, but like when you sat there and listened to what he was saying, you'd be like, that wasn't directed at everybody. It was directed at one fucking person. Like you guys are angry for no reason. It was just directed at one person, and it was directed at Hangman. But that was fun. So that was also the end of Raw. So NXT was I don't know how to talk about it, but we'll get to the most talked about part of NXT. Well, one of the most talked about parts in NXT later, but I don't know how I feel about it. So it starts off with Nathan Frazier and Axiom, and they're talking, and Nathan Frazier is still trying to convince Axiom that hey, I could go in as Iron Survivor, and also we could still be a great tag team. And Axiom's like, dude, we have all of these tag teams that are trying to kill us. And as they're saying this, Gallus just walks up behind them. And everybody's like, let's go to the ring. So he goes to the ring and he wrestles Eddie Thorpe. And they're having one hell of a match, but then it gets so fucking convoluted because every fucking tag team is out there, and all of these tag teams are just like getting closer and closer to the ring. So they get down to the ring and they just start fighting, and everybody's fucking fighting, and it distracts fucking Nathan, like Eddie Thorpe and Nathan Frazier, and Nathan Frazier gets the win, and now he's in the Iron Survivor.
Good for him.
It's good for him, but it's great for that match because like so far he's in the match, and then we have Javon Evans is in the match, and then we have somebody else that wins later on that's in this match. I'm like, dude, like this match is already fucking awesome. Like this match is already fucking awesome. But that also gives me a question of like, what are they gonna do with the tag team title match? Because they're gonna have to have this tag team title match.
Yeah.
But first, we have to figure out who's gonna be the tag team contenders. So then we had a Chase U promo, and it's Mr. Chase talking to Chase U, and he's telling them how proud he is about all the stuff that they did back in the day and how he got them to where they are. And tonight he's not gonna lose because he is Chase motherfucking you. And like, okay, cool.
He literally said that.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, cool. Like that I don't have good feelings, Mr. Chase.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Chase.
Dude, like when they did that, I was like, oh, like I really don't. Oh. So then we had a Julia promo, and Julia is talking, and she just cuts this promo about how she's done all of this stuff. She can't wait to beat some people up, and she's going to be in the Iron Survivor next week. I mean, not Iron. She's going to be in the
Qualifier.
qualifier. Yeah, the qualifier next week for the Iron Survivor. So she's doing all this, and then Kalani is watching in the back, and she's like, "Yo, I want to be in the Iron Survivor. Put me against Julia next week." So Mr. Stone and Stevie Turner go, "You know what? I'm going to talk to Ava, and we're going to get that done." Now, so after that, Julia did an interview with Bubba Ray on Busted Open Radio, and she was talking to Bubba, and Bubba was asking her questions, and she was doing good. She was doing really good with her English. And then she got on Twitter after that and said, "Hey guys, thank you for being kind to me with my lack of speaking English. I'm trying very hard, and thank you for being patient with me." I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet."
That was sweet. Yeah, I seen it.
Like she's getting really really good at her English. Like she's getting really really good. So then we had Stephanie Vaquer, and she cut a promo about how she's going to beat Jada Parker. And her the funniest part about this is on Friday night in one of the NXT house shows, all I've heard from like people that went to the house show was, "Yo, that Stephanie Vaquer Jada Parker match was fucking awesome. They fucking killed it. They tore the house down. I can't wait till they put it on television." I was like, damn, I was like, that it was that good. And everybody that was there said the match was that good. So when they announced the match to be on television on Monday, was like, yeah, we're gonna do a match qualifier for the Iron Survivor. I was like, let's see if it's actually as good as people said it was, and it lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
So I was surprised because I was rooting for somebody else to win. Because I was rooting for Jada to win. Nothing against Stephanie, but I was rooting for Jada to win. But Lola Vice came out with a brick and pissed off Jada, and Stephanie Vaquer beat her.
Are they gonna have some weird match, like a brick on a pole match or something?
To be honest, after they had that hardcore match, thought that they wouldn't have another match after this. I thought it was
Yeah,
over, but
same.
apparently the feud's not done. So I guess we just have to deal with another match. I mean, they didn't have the bad match. It's just the fact that I think feuds should be three maximum, and then it should be over.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree with you.
So now Stephanie Vaquer is in the Iron Survivor,
Yep, I'm okay with that.
and this match went viral. This match went viral, which of course it would. Like there was a clip out there from this match that has 2,000,009 views.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, yeah, that's how this match was. So then we had Brenley Reese and Dion Lennox in the locker room, and Dion is getting her hype, and they have on college football colors because CW is promoting this college football game that's coming out, and they had to they had to represent. So I was like, okay,
Yeah, I don't, I'm not into sports, so I didn't care.
yeah, like listen, I'm just NFL. I'm not a college guy, but I do know like college is big thing, but I'm more of a NFL guy, so I didn't really get it.
Yeah.
So then they played this Instagram video from Roxanne Perez, and she's at the beach and she's talking about her title, and then all of a sudden, Sol Ruka just runs up to her and says, "Hey," he's like, "Yeah, I hope you enjoy your title because I'm gonna win it," and she just goes off and surfs, and I'm like, dude, that was so random, but it was so cool.
But it's random, but it made sense too, because like he would be at the beach.
Exactly. So then we had Brooks Jensen versus Tony D'Angelo. And Tony D'Angelo gets the win, but after the match, Brooks attacks Tony D'Angelo and attacks his knee and just weakens him for something later.
Yep.
Like I I like this. only because of what happened. Now, do I think that something else is gonna happen? I'm not sure if I want it, but whatever. So then we had Ashanti Diadonis with Kumra Petrovic. Now they're going back and forth and like they're doing a little flirty thing, but not flirty, flirting, but not flirting. We have to stay focused. And Ashanti is kind of liking her.
The tension, though, the tension.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, well, he's kind of liking. Oh, okay, I see that. It makes sense. And
Yeah,
she's like trying to flirt, but like, okay. So then we have Lexus King. Lexus King is in the back and and he's talking to oh, what was the guy's name? I forgot his name. Um, Inamori
okay.
from Noah. So he's talking to him, and Inamori's like, "Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying." And so all of a sudden, Briggs shows up, and Briggs was like, "What did he say?" And Inamori goes, "I have no idea. I was not paying attention." He's like, "I don't know what the fuck he's saying." And then all of a sudden, all of the tag teams are just beating the shit out of each other, and Inamori and Briggs is just like, yeah, it's kind of crazy back here. And it's like, guys, I know you guys are gonna be a tag team, and whenever this tag team thing is, just like announce it so things can move a little further.
Mori is basically like, I love it here.
Yeah. So then we get the mixed tag, Brindley Reese and Dion versus Ashanti and Kamra Petrovic. And Kamra and Ashanti get the win. And once again, they're like, I love you. Oh, no, I don't love you. I love you. I said, no, I don't love you. Cut it out. I don't like it. So then we get Ridge
I don't
Holland.
like it.
I don't, because, like, it's just, it's
it.
too, I don't like it.
It's just the way you said it.
And Ridge is saying, I'm going to kill Chase you, and then I'm going to go take the title. Okay.
You're not, but okay.
So then we have Ren Sinclair versus Zarya. The winner gets in the Iron Survivor. And of course, Ren Sinclair was not going to beat Zarya. Zarya kills her, and Zarya is now going into the Iron Survivor.
Of course. Now we have Stephanie and Zarya and that shit.
Yes, and Sol Ruka. And next week, we probably will have Julia.
Yeah.
So this, like, that is shaping up. The women's side is shaping up. The men's side is actually fucking shaping up also. But I can't wait to see if this other person gets in, which if he gets in, this fucking match is gonna be one of the matches of the year. Like
Yes.
it's gonna be top tier for matches of the year. Like Sean is really cooking. Like he's really fucking cooking. So then we have Tony D'Angelo getting his knee checked out, and Ava comes in and he's like, "Yo, next week I want to fight Sean Spears." He's like, "I'm done with this bullshit." He's like, "I'm fighting Sean Spears next week for the title." So Eddie Thorpe is pissed off and he's like, "Yo, I got screwed out of my shot, and you're just giving him the same thing happened to him. What the fuck is going on?" And she's like, "Eddie, I'm not doing this." So the whole time, Eddie keeps looking at the North American Championship, and I'm like, if Sean Spears does not win that next week, Eddie Thorpe is winning it. Eddie is gonna beat the shit out of Tony D'Angelo, and he's gonna take the championship.
I think even if Sean wins it, which I don't think he will, like Eddie's gonna go after that shit, regardless of who wins it.
Like he needs to.
Yeah.
So then we have Fatal Influence, and they're out there talking about how they're on top of the world, North American champions, until the Metaphor girls come out. And the Metaphor girls is like, "Hey, we want a shot at the title." And out of nowhere, Nikita Lyons just comes out of nowhere, and she's just like, "Yeah, we need a shot at the championship." And she's like, they were like, what? You're not part of this. So they get in a fight with Fatal Influence, but then Adriana Rizzo just starts beating the shit out of fucking Nikita Lyons. And while all of this happened, Fallon Henley is still in the ring, and Tatum Paxley just beats the shit out of her and grabs the title. And I'm like, I know Fallon just won this, but please let Tatum Paxley win that championship.
Did you see how she did the fucking finisher? Like that shit was fucking smooth. She just went like yoink.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yep.
So after that, we get Kamara Petrovich, and she's about to tell Ashanti how much she really likes him. But Nikita Lyons just walks by and says, "Oh, I'm sorry I didn't text you back. I got kind of busy." And Kamara just walked away with angry. And I know damn sure Nikita Lyons wasn't texting Ashanti to be honest. She's just being an asshole.
Yep. Yep. She
Like,
just fucked with them.
like that was so funny because like she was just like a complete asshole for no reason. And like that was somebody I didn't see being involved in this. I'm like, damn, that was so random, but it was so funny because it was just so random. I liked it. So that was a thing. Then we have Ethan Page, and Ethan Page is talking about getting the championship back and being an Iron Survivor. So next week is going to be him versus Axiom. Ethan Page versus Axiom.
Yeah, I don't think Ethan's getting past Axiom.
I really hope not, because I want to see Axiom in that match. Because you're going to have
Same.
Axiom, Javon Evans, Wesley, Nathan Frazier, and then you're going to get a fifth person. Oh man, that's going to be fucking great.
Which I hope he fits the mold and is like a high flyer too. Because shit.
Yeah. So then we have the main event. It's Mr. Chase versus Ridge Holland. Trick comes out to watch, and everybody is just chanting for Chase U. They want Chase U to win because if Mr. Chase loses, that's the end of Chase U, guys. It's all over. There's no more. And this match was really good.
Yeah.
And then like Ridge started beating down Mr. Chase, and then like the ref got knocked down, and then Riley Osborne came out, then Thea came out, and then Duke came out. They all tried to help, but Ridge put them all down. And at that moment when he put them down and went back in the ring, I'm like, "Yep, Ridge is winning. Ridge is winning this thing. There's no nothing. Ridge is winning this."
He even
And
put
Ridge
down
get
Thea by accident, but still.
Yeah, and it's like it was by accident, but it was the best thing ever because he's talking to Thea and Riley Osborne jumps on him, and because like Thea's right there, she gets taken out too. And I
Yeah.
like that because he didn't hit Thea and nobody hit Thea on purpose, but it was just an accidental takedown and she got taken out.
Friendly fire, if you will.
hmm So Ridge Holland pins Mr. Chase. He's now number one contender, and Chase U is over. And everybody that was cheering on for Chase U started crying. It was like, oh my God, this is so good.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
this is so good because it broke everybody and it just was just so, oh my God, that was so good. I loved it. I was happy. I was
Now,
happy.
here's the
hmm
thing that I noticed, right? When
hmm
they announced the match,
hmm
like, I expect them to be like, yeah, like, if Chase loses, um, they must disband. No. His exact wording was, Chase U is over as we know it. So that tells me Chase U's over, but not over.
See, here's the thing. And like, this is why I'm just like kind of biting my words
Okay?
because it was three different interpretations of what was supposed to happen. Because one, Chase U is over was said. Then Andre Chase tried to clear it up and said, no, no, no. If it's over, like if I lose, I'm out of Chase U. And then the third one was Chase U as we know it. So it was so many contradicting things because they didn't know what to do and they still don't know what to do. That's why I'm just like, it's kind of going to be up in the air because it's no one knows what's going on. Like one person says one thing, somebody else says another, and it's like nobody knows. We just know it's the end of Chase U now. I I don't know. Like I don't know because like no one was clear on this. Like it
Chase
was
used your
so.
turn on Chase, oddly enough.
I would be okay with it, but it's like it was just it wasn't given a good example of like what the fuck is going on. Like that
Yeah.
was like one of the ball drops that NXT had, and they don't usually do this because it was like, hey, we're gonna do this, and it changed so many times to the point where it's like, all I know is it has something to do with Chase U, and it's over, and it was never fully explained. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but like, goddamn, it just was like explain better. Like, nah, we're not. Okay, that's all I can say. It's okay.
Yeah.
So that was the NXT side of the show. So how did you like the November Rain video?
Meh.
Listen, so this is not a shitting on AEW thing. Is I'm old enough, and we are both old enough
Yes.
to remember the actual November Rain videos from ECW to the point where you can't listen to Guns N' Roses November Rain and think of anything other than November to Remember. You can't think of anything but you, even when you listen to the music now and you get the flashbacks of ECW shit, and you're like, all you think of is ECW and November Rain. It was a marriage. And Tony was like, yeah, we're going to do this. And they played it after Collision. And I was just like, huh. Because it was a 10-minute version after Collision. This one was a condensed version at the beginning of Dynamite. And I was just like, eh. That's how I felt was like, eh. Because, like I said, I was there from the beginning. I know what he was going for, but he didn't hit the marks.
Like lightning in a bottle. Like certain things could only happen once. You can't really take away from that. You know what I mean? Or change it or make it better or whatever. There's certain occasions, but in this case, it didn't work.
Yeah, and Francine has a podcast, and I was listening to her talk about it because she didn't even see it, and her co-host did, and he was like, yeah, he was like, it was kind of cool, and she was talking about the process of Paul Heyman doing these. She was like, he would be up to like late at night doing these, and we would be there in the studio watching him put it together, and he would put like certain action scenes with the drum beats, and like he was explaining how he did it, and also the thing about it was November to Remember was ECW's WrestleMania. So when you got on a card, it was a big deal. And she was like, other wrestlers, when the music video came out, if you were on it, you were the happiest person in the world. And you would literally just be sitting there just in anticipation, like, am I gonna be on it? Am I gonna be on it? Oh my god, I hope I'm on it. I hope I'm on it. Because
Yeah.
it was like such a moment. And I didn't feel that from the AEW version of it. It just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right.
Same.
Like, yeah, like I'm not trying to shit on them, but it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel like the November Rain videos from the past. So yeah. So the show starts off with an eight-person match, and you dubbed them as Team Will because
Yeah.
it's Will Hobbs, Will Ospreay, Ricochet, and Mark Davis.
I feel
And
bad because that whole
mhm,
time I forgot Mark Davis was there until like I actually saw him. Like, oh shit.
that's fucked up. So they wound up fighting the Don Callis family, which was Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Takeshita, and Kyle Fletcher.
I thought Takeska was a Kyle Fletcher for a second because I looked down and they both were wearing black.
Dude, everybody was wearing black. That's the funny part.
Yeah, true that.
So Don Callis family got the win, and in the beginning of the match, Will Hobbs' knee got slammed into the steps, and they took him back, and then he came back later to make the save. It was like, ah, okay, ha 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 ha. But it didn't matter because Takeshita hit Mark Davis with the knee, 1, 2, 3, and that's how that works.
That's the only reason he was in this match, I guess, to get the fall.
I mean, a little bit of drama between him and Kyle Fletcher.
True, true.
So then we had MWO in the back of a truck, and Moxley saying, I'm gonna destroy Orange Cassidy, and Wheeler Yuta is gonna beat the shit out of Orange Cassidy, and Claudio is also gonna kill Darby Allin, and I'm gonna do all of these things in the name of my God, me, dude. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Like I blanked out as he was like fucking like saying what he said because he talks and my mind just goes. Cause like what the fuck? I hate his promos.
Like he wasn't saying anything. Like I was waiting for him to say something to be like, "Ooh, I could catch on to this," and like I'm into this. Nah, nothing happened.
Yeah.
So then we get the Hurt Syndicate business, and they show up, and all of a sudden, Bob Lashes gets hit by Swerve with a apparent chain on his hand. You didn't see it. You just heard the announcer say, "Was that a chain that I heard?" Like what? Like, cause he just, cause here's the thing. When he hit him, all you saw was his coat just come in out of nowhere and just go, and Bob Lash went down. I'm like, wait, what? He was like, was that a chain I heard? And you didn't see it until Swerve walked away that his hand had a chain on it. They're like, the fuck? Like, because like if you watch it back, you just see Swerve just like forearm him with the jacket, and he goes down.
I also didn't hear no chain anyway. So
Me neither, but I'm just gonna go with it. So then we had Adam Cole, baby.
boom.
And so here's the thing, right?
Hmm.
I see it, and I like something Kyle O'Reilly said. I'm gonna talk about it later, but I see it, but I don't want to talk bad about him because Adam Cole needs to not put on fucking self tanner. That's all I'm saying. He needs to not put on self tanner. Dude, do not put on fucking self tanner. You're fucking fine. I understand about not going to the fucking tanning salon and getting actual tan or sitting out in the sun. Fine. You can be as pale as you want. You have all the fucking charisma in the world. You don't need the self tanner. I understand that Bischoff, the reason he didn't want Sting to win because Sting wasn't tan enough. Listen, dude, fuck all of that. Do not keep going this way because you just look orange. I'm just saying this. You look orange. You look orange.
And
Okay.
not Cassidy either.
Yeah. Damn.
I
So
mean, to his credit though, he's a single man now, so he's trying to look good for the ladies. So
he's
there
not
you
trying to.
go.
He's not trying to look good for the ladies. He's trying to look good for TV because him in his regular day life, he looks perfectly fine. He looks perfectly fine. He looks perfectly normal. Like he could pick up a chick just as his normal self. Like
I know.
this is all for the camera, and it is horrible because the camera picks up that this is not who you are. Please stop doing this. Like, just look like yourself. Just like, fuck this business. Just look like yourself. You're a fucking awesome dude. Just please stop. Cause this is
But
the second time you came out looking fucking orange like a Oompa Loompa. Please don't do it again.
Side note, I remember when like everybody first started going HD and WWE went HD and whatever, and you noticed everybody that had the fucking spray tan at the time. You can't do that anymore, especially now
It's
that we elevated in 4K now, because that was HD.
it, it's just like, God damn, please stop, dude. Like, the fuck, man. And then it's like it's not even all the way like I'm gonna stop bragging on him. Like I don't want to be that guy. I really like Adam Cole. I don't want to be that guy, but like Jesus. So then Kyle O'Reilly comes out, and Kyle O'Reilly's like, "Listen, man, I know that you lost and you're not gonna face MJF, but also you shouldn't face MJF." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, because MJF's a monster, and you're a nice guy, and you're just a really nice guy." And I love you because you're a nice guy. You're like, okay, but MJF's a monster, and he'll do anything to get what he wants. You're a nice guy. You don't have it in you to take out MJF. You're a nice guy. I'm like, okay. And also, the reason I'm not hanging around you is because you always lead your friends into danger. I'm like, that's fucked up.
He's not wrong though.
He's not wrong, but like, this was so weird because like nothing was accomplished and nothing was changed. Like Kyle O'Reilly just said, you're a nice guy and you can't beat up Max because Max is evil. You're too good to be facing Max. Leave it alone. And Max is the devil. And it's like, okay, but like that didn't accomplish nothing. Like I don't know where this is going. Like at one point I thought, oh, we're gonna have Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole. They didn't even beef. He just was telling him he still loves him as a friend, but he doesn't want anything to happen to him. I'm confused.
Here's the thing. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's still gonna happen. Just one's gonna turn it like on the other, but not for this pay-per-view. Probably the next.
Dude, that's the whole problem. Like, what's the point then? Like,
Yeah, it's not it's nothing. But that's basically what's gonna happen.
I really like at this point, I was like, just throw the whole MJF Adam Cole feud away. Like, I don't want no more of this. So then we get Orange Cassidy in the back, and he's cutting a promo on the MWO, and a conglomeration comes up, and goes, "Hey man, listen, we can help you because there's more of us than it is of them." And Orange Cassidy is like, "No, I don't want that. I'm gonna go out there by myself, and I'm gonna do this alone." And like once again, Mark Briscoe goes, "Dude, it's like five of us, and it's only three of them. What do you mean?" He's like, "I'm gonna do this alone because I have to do this alone." Mark Briscoe's like, "You know what, man? All right, dude." Like when he pointed it out, I'm just like, why is nobody else pointing this out? It's more good guys than it is bad guys. So what's the point?
That's true. And then like they can't handle them. Like what the fuck?
Exactly. Like I was just like, all right, I'm checked out at that.
I'm happy fucking Orange is getting madder and madder though.
Yeah, but it might not matter.
It
So
won't.
then we had Chris Statlander versus Hikaru Shida. This match was like for a throwaway match. This match was way too good to be a throwaway match. It's like, what the fuck is happening here?
May not be a throwaway. Like it might come back later.
Because like at points in this match, I was like, I want Shida to beat her. Like I want Shida to beat her, and I was like, damn, no. Chris Statlander has a match against Mercedes. That's right. So after the match, Mercedes comes out, and she comes out with Camille. She sends Camille with the broke arm in there to beat up both Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander, which they just beat the shit out of her. And then Chris winds up beating up Mercedes and lays her out with the Saturday Night Fever.
Didn't she kind of smack like by her? I mean Mercedes. Didn't she kind of smack Camille's arm too or whatever? Like kind of like woman handle her?
Yes, she did.
That's
Like,
the fuck.
I don't like the fact that they just put them together and they're breaking them up already. It's just really dumb. But
Pointless.
yeah. So you think Hikaru Shida is going to wind up with Mercedes.
No, I
Okay.
think like they're just gonna run back the match somewhere down the line.
Oh, I mean, of course, because like there's not that many women in AEW to do stuff, so yeah, that's probably a thing.
Yeah, because to my understanding, Sheeta won the first one, Chris won this one, so you know they need a
Yeah.
fucking they call it rubber match.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So then it was some dude with Swerve's jacket in the back, and the Hurt Syndicate business attacks him. They lays him out, was like, "Oh, it's Swerve." It's like, "No, I'm not Swerve. He just gave me his jacket." "Oh, I don't like you." And they just jabbed him. Like, oh, okay, cool. Did not care. Like, I did not care. It's like, all right, whatever. It is what it is. So we had a Hangman Jay White promo, and then we had Bob Lash come out to fight. I think his name was like Jay Knox and the world famous Cheeseburger.
it was Jay Key or something like that.
Oh,
And I know that his last name was Keys.
okay. But the world famous Cheeseburger was on AEW television,
Yeah,
so that made me happy. And I saw somebody like who isn't like or a AEW hater, like if they don't watch wrestling, they was like, yeah, like look, they had Bobby Lashley against these whippy guys. Look at this guy. And it's like, dude, this fucking cheeseburger, shut the fuck up. Like, he's a fucking man. What are you talking about?
yep, they don't get it.
Not at all. So
I'm
Bob Lash
pumped.
beat I did too. Bob beat Jake in Cheeseburger, and then Swerve's music hits. So everybody turns to look and they see Nana. So MVP did the smart thing. MVP was looking and the crowd was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna catch him so he doesn't attack Swerve. I mean, attack Lashley." So Swerve was under the ring and he attacked Lashley, and then he winds up beating Lashley down, hitting him with the chain, does the stomp on Lashley, and lays Lashley out.
We're not winning this, right?
No. So then we had Mariah May and Mina Shirakawa, and they're talking about how they're going to have their championship celebration on the pay per view. But on Rampage, they're going to team up as a tag team. And then they just start shaking their tits.
Literally.
I was just, I was just astounded because like it just was the most randomest shit. It even even Renee was like, "Wait, what? Stop, 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 stop!" Like, God damn it, stop! It's like,
For
what
a
the fuck
second
just
there, I thought she
happened?
was joining.
Dude, like I was so confused because I was like, "Wait, what just happened?" And she was like, just cut it out. I was like, "Yeah, like this, it was random as shit. What the fuck just happened?" It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
So then we had Darby Allin versus Cesaro. This match was fun, but not for the fun reasons that you would think it is. Cesaro beat the dog shit out of Darby Allin, and he got on an announce table and threw the. This is the funniest shit. He was supposed to throw him through the table. The table didn't break. Darby just fell off the table, and the covering that was on the table just fell on Darby like he was fucking asleep. I was like, oh my god, that's actually fucking funny.
Night night.
That shit was hilarious. And Darby barely beat the count, and then Cesaro just beat him. One, two, three. Like, ah, okay. Like, dude. So, like, the only reason this happened is because Darby got injured here. So later on in the night, when something happened, Darby wouldn't be able to help. You know what I mean?
No, no, I got you. I mind fucked myself for a second because you said Darby got injured. Like he got injured for real again?
No, no, no. So then we had Private Party in the back. And Private Party talking about the tag team titles. And all of a sudden, the Costco guys come up. Now, do you have any idea who these Costco guys
No fucking idea.
are? Okay, well, that's the funny part is like I actually thought like there were some people who have no idea who they are. Now, I am mentally broken and I am just insanely fucked up because I know exactly who they are. And the Costco guys are internet famous. They do this thing where they go to Costco and they buy food and it's really funny and they give it a boom, boom, boom. It's really funny. It's AJ's the dad and Big Justice is the kid. And they got famous off of TikTok. There was one time when Big Justice wanted to meet his hero, John Cena. And AJ got him into this movie premiere where he actually met John Cena and Big Justice was crying. Now, here's
Oh,
the thing, which
okay.
is really, which a lot of people don't know yet. AJ, which is the dad, used to be a wrestler. He used to be a wrestler, an indie wrestler. And that's why he wants to do this. So it all makes sense. And I just was like, okay, like, this makes sense. The funny
Yeah, they
part
kind
is
of
like,
alluded to it.
the funny part is like, I would have thought that they would have rounded up in WWE because how much Big Justice loves John Cena. And I was like, yeah, I kind of thought they would wind up in WWE, but they wound up here. But it's fine.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, and it was like it was so funny because like there was a lot of people who, and it was funny because there were people on the internet that was like, yeah, I have no idea who these people are, and it's like you're literally on the internet. Like, how do you not know who the Costco's guys? They're like, yeah, well, I have no idea who the fuck they are. It's like, what do you mean you don't know who they are? Like, you're on the internet, like you're literally on Twitter, you're on like Facebook, Instagram, and all that, and you have no idea who the fuck these guys are. No, I've never seen them before. Like they
Sorry.
over the summer they had like this big run of like all of this fun shit that they were doing and people was like, oh my god, the Costco guys, they're cool. And like here they are. It's like, okay, like it's weird to me because I'm so fucking broken and I'm just stuck in this stuff. It's like, yeah, I will find out who these people are. And like I knew who they were like when they started because it was funny. Like the shit was funny and then it just got really fucking boring. And now we're at the oh, it's boring, but they're in wrestling, so now I have to pay attention to them. But is that the boring part?
Yeah,
So,
because I don't find it funny. I don't really like them, but it is what it is. If people like them, whatever.
okay, if you were a foodie, you would like some of the stuff they do. But
Okay.
also, if you're not a fat guy, you'll be like, you know what? I don't like what they're doing, but I understand it, but I don't get it.
Okay.
And also, because I have no fucking idea where a Costco is, I have never been to a Costco. Like I don't know where the fuck it is. I've been all around my city. I've been all around the outsides of my city. I have no idea where fucking Costco is. So
I kind of
that's
wanted
the
to
thing.
go to one.
Yeah, I don't know where one is. So that's the problem. So then we get MJF. My God, this was so out of left field that I was like, what is this? MJF pulled up in his nice car in this broken down neighborhood and he just starts running down Roderick Strong. And then he talks about how Roderick Strong mom killed his dad. And I literally seen every fucking body go, when the fuck was this established? This is just some lore that they just threw out of nowhere. This makes no fucking sense. Everybody was pissed. And it's like, once again, we've been watching wrestling for so long. We saw this in NXT where they did this thing where they're like, oh, this is Roderick Strong, this is his family, blah blah blah, and they did this whole breakdown of Roderick Strong's life.
Yeah.
And this was at NXT, like this was like a gazillion years ago. People weren't watching everything that was happening in NXT, and especially if they hated WWE, they didn't know. And like this isn't something Roderick Strong is just like out there going, yeah, mom. My mom killed my dad because he was abusive. Like he talked about it, but it wasn't like a big thing. And MJF just made it this big thing where everybody was like, "What? Like when did that happen? Like when? Like I saw so many people go, I have no knowledge of this, and it just came out of left field, and it made me feel weird. I was like, yeah, because like this was random ass fucking MJF thing where he's like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about his mom and dad, and it's like, dude, it wasn't established, so it doesn't. It just feels disjointed.
Yeah, like
Like that.
a lot of people
Huh?
didn't know about it, which is, it is what it is. Like it was one of those moments I felt uncomfortable. You know how I get with like real shit. So
Yeah, and it pissed me off because like I'm sitting there like, if this was established and they talked about it in AEW television and was like, yeah, Roderick Strong parents this and that, I'd be like, oh, they're like, okay, so this makes sense for him to say it. It's just like he just came out of nowhere. Was like, yeah, you're from the trailer park and your mom killed your dad because he was beating on her, and you're gonna wish she shot you. It's like, the fuck is it? What?
I felt like
Like
that was too far.
that's weird because you felt like because you always like love edgy shit. So to me, it just like it didn't hit because it's like in the AEW universe, none of this shit was established. You just
Yeah,
pulled some shit out of thin air, gave him a backstory that is his legit backstory, put it on air, and said, "Hey, I'm gonna talk about this to insult you," and literally everybody's sitting there and like, "What?" That's how I felt because I was like, there was no establishment for this. This just was random. I was like, the fuck is wrong with this guy?
yeah, it was totally random for those that didn't know.
Yes.
Now,
Mhm.
I got a weird premonition now because of this shit now.
Uh huh.
There's gonna be a future feud between Roderick Strong and Christian Cage. Heed my words. When it happens, it's gonna be bad. Your dad's dead.
And he's gonna be like, yeah, no, I know. My mom killed him. I'll be like, okay, well, there goes the feud. It's over. So then we get the Costco guys again, and they announced that the Rizzler is going to be there. Go ahead and say it. Who the fuck is the Rizzler?
But at first I heard it wrong, and I heard the diddler.
Okay, that's wrong. It's the Rizzler.
I know.
So, so Costco guy lore. Everybody thought that the Rizzler, because he just showed up as like a person in their universe, and everybody thought he was related to them. Come to find out, he's just a friend of Big Justice, and they put him on the TikToks, and they call him the Rizzler. Now, the even funnier part about this is like he stole that name from a streamer who used to call himself that, so he took the name and he started using it, and it just was like this is so random. It's the most random shit. It's the most random shit. I know too much information. I hate myself for this. Too much. It's too much.
Funny as shit though.
So then we have Roderick Strong, and Roderick Strong comes out and says, "Yeah, Max. Yeah, good job. You talked about my mom killing my dad. Who cares? You know what? I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass because you was mad at my friend, and my friend doesn't like it. Like now, I'm just like, okay, so this feud means nothing. Like none of like there's no nothing here for this feud. It's just a match, and we're trying to hype it up for the pay per view. I just I was like, okay, dude. Like I was like, I give up. I fucking give up.
Like, had the dad thing not been out there, even though like I don't like this type of thing, that would have been a way to make this feud more interesting. But fuck this feud.
This was so fucking dumb. Like I hated it. So speaking of also dumb, we had Daniel Garcia after they kidnapped Jack Perry. So they're yelling at Jack Perry, and Jack Perry's like, "You don't have what it takes to go further." He's like, "You did this." He's like, "You're soft. You're not." Like, I finally understand what people say about him being Raven and him being like this angsty fucking teenager. The bad part is he's doing it, but I don't give a shit because he's not tapped into the role. Like to me, it just feels like he's cosplaying as a discount TNA version of Raven. Not even the good Raven. Like he's
God
just like a
damn
it.
TNA version.
It's just bad, and it's like he's trying, and it's not working. And then you got Daniel Garcia trying to be a bad guy, and Daniel Garcia is about to hit him with the crane. I mean, not the crane, the fucking crowbar, and he's like, "Yeah, do it, do it." And then Daniel Garcia just goes and just starts beating up the bus, and then he just leaves.
My daddy gave me that bus. Oh wait,
And then Jack Perry is just laughing at him, and Daddy Magic was also with him doing a recording, and I'm just like, I, I don't like the way this went. I don't like the way this went. This is like, and this whole stretch of 20 to 30 minutes even got worse by the next thing, which was the contract signing between Jericho and Ishii. And then Jericho says, I have to get my lawyers to look over this contract. And he starts walking, and he's walking, and Ishii follows him. Ishii follows him all the way out to the ring, and Jericho says, I can't sign this because I don't have a pen. And then Ishii pulls out a pen, and Jericho signs it. The contract is signed, and those two guys do stuff because Ishii gets beat up by Jericho's jerk off squad. Whatever.
yep. Not much to say about this shit. Fuck it.
Yeah, I fucking hated it. So then we had something that was actually fucking hilarious, and it was Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
Like Jamie Hayter is talking, and then all of a sudden, like Renee Astor was like, "Yeah, what's the deal with you and Julia Hart?" And she was like, "Dude, what do you mean?" She was like, "I've never had any interaction with her." She's like, "What do you mean?" And like, "Yeah, no, like you guys are beefing, and like she wants to kill you." And she's like, "What do you mean she wants to kill me? Like I've never talked to this girl a day in my life. What are you talking about?" Like her beefing with me is weird. She's like, I didn't do anything to you. Like that's crazy. So as she's saying that, then we get a Julia Hart promo, and it's like, okay. And Julia Hart is basically walking through the woods, and she hears a voice telling her to come home, and she starts shooting arrows. And the arrows she's shooting them at this board, and each one of them is killing her old self. So it's bringing her back to her normal self, and now she's getting stronger or coming back or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Coming back to my understanding, because like the voiceover, which who the fuck is the fucking voiceover?
Oh, that was Brody King.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, that was it.
cool.
So that was a thing. So all of a sudden we have the main event. The main event. There it is. And it's Wheeler Yuta versus Orange Cassidy.
Leonard Yuta finally made it to a main event. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, finally. So that was crazy. Like this match wasn't like great. It just was crazy. That's all I can say. Like this was crazy. Like
The match, like you would say to me.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like I thought more stuff was gonna happen. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So they're growing and they're going, and then Wheeler Yuta loses to Orange Cassidy. Yeah, he loses to Orange Cassidy. And then after the match, the MWO shows up and they just beat the shit out of him. They fuck Orange Cassidy up. They even tie his hands together and start beating him up like They're in fucking high school, just pushing them back and forth. Nah, 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 nah. It's like, okay, what the fuck? This is so
Uh,
weird.
yeah, I was just about to say those exact words. It's weird as shit.
And then all of a sudden, they finally beat him down, and then the conglomeration comes down to help. Okay.
I checked out.
Yeah, I did too. It was like, okay, that's the thing. Hey, by the way,
Hmm.
this is a go home show. This is a go home show.
It was like it fit the go home show vibe, I guess, but eh, didn't make me care anymore.
Yeah. So here's okay. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm really not
Okay.
trying to be an asshole. And I'm just gonna say this. So Tony Khan tweets out, full gear. It's going to be Ricochet versus Takeshita versus the for the international championship.
Random.
No, no, no. It's not random. Here's the problem.
Hmm.
That match was already on the card. Like that wasn't just like some, hey, I'm just gonna make this match up now. This match was on the card.
That's what I mean. It's random that he's like just said it like that. You know, it's like him tweeting all of a sudden John Moxley versus Orange Cassidy, where we already know.
Yeah. So that was that was that. So let's get into that. With starting with that match, who do you think is gonna win between Ricochet and Takeshita for the
Ricochet.
international champion? You really think he's gonna win?
Yeah, man, he kind of got there. They're gonna try to go for the star power and whatever. Realistically, y'all know if y'all listen to this podcast, I got beef with Ricochet, so I hope Takeshita wins. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it, but I think Ricochet's gonna win.
Yeah, no. I'm going the opposite direction. I'm going with Takeshita winning.
I hope you're right.
So also we have on the 0 hour Big Boom AJ versus QT Marshall. Who you
And I
got
say I don't
here?
give a fuck.
You could say it, but you still have to pick somebody.
God damn it. uh, the Costco guy, whatever the fuck his name is, AJ Lee or whatever.
Yes, I'm going with Big Boom AJ. So, oh, well, since you brought up AJ Lee, I could talk about this. So, fucking Peter Rosenberg asked CM Punk about AJ Lee, and CM Punk said that if AJ Lee came back, it would be bigger than my comeback. And I saw people go, no, it wouldn't. And then I realized those people are also stupid, but it would be bigger. It would
Yep.
actually be bigger. And like, I never thought about that until he said that. Was like, she literally left and she never was going to come back. She was done. She's never coming back. Now it's like, we really want her back. We want to see her in a ring. We want to see her do something. And it's like, yeah, that might like if she showed up at a Royal Rumble or anywhere, it'll blow the roof off the place because there's a lot of women who are AJ Lee fans, and also myself included. I'm an AJ Lee fan, so
Same.
that would that would pop me. Like, yeah, I think that would work.
Gotta lower your volume for the fucking Royal Rumble. Like if there's rumors or whatever, 'cause that pop is gonna be insane.
Yes. So then we have MJF versus Roderick Strong. Who do you have here?
Uh, MJF.
Yeah, because I think it's all leading back into the fucking Adam Cole thing, which is like, I would have rather them just get it over with, and they're just like, no, 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 we're gonna make you wait and suffer.
Yeah.
So then we have Jay White versus Hangman. Who you
I'm
got?
gonna go with Hangman because yeah, I don't know. I think Hangman has more momentum right now, but I kind of wish like Jay would win.
Seeing as though Jay won at the last pay per view, I'm going with Hangman too. So then we have Private Party versus the Kings of the Black Throne versus the Acclaimed versus your favorite tag team and mine's the Outrunners.
Funny enough, that's actually my pick.
Mine's too. Mine's too.
By the way, shout out to you for saying King of the Black Throne all the time, because they keep calling them fucking House of Black when that's not their name, when it's just them two.
Yes. So what do you see happening with Mariah May's championship celebration?
Eh, it's hard to say, because like the most obvious thing is like her and Mina is gonna get into it, right? But
Hmm.
there's rumors about fucking Tony Storm and whatever, whatever. So that could be a possibility too. So it's one or the other. It's either it's gonna be a match with Mina or it's gonna be a match with Tony.
Wait, but here's the thing. Tony Storm said that she's done. She
That's
said she's
why.
tired of losing and she quits. So, yeah,
Gimmick change.
I'll be okay with it. So then we have Mercedes Monet versus Chris Statlander. Who you got?
It's gonna be all about the Monet.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know who she's going to lose to, but eh, she's she's got to lose to somebody.
Ain't Chris, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's not Chris.
Hopefully it's
So
Camille, since they're pushing that narrative.
no, 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 no. I'm not going for that one. So then we have Swerve Strickland versus Bob Lash. Who you got?
Just like Ricochet, they just signed this dude. Ain't no way Bob losing.
Yeah, I was thinking the same shit.
Yeah,
Jack Perry versus Daniel Garcia.
it'd be Danny Boy.
Dude, I have this weird ass feeling like this is just a weird feeling I have that Jack Perry's gonna wind up winning. And I'm gonna be so pissed because it's like this is the perfect time to put the title on Daniel Garcia, but for some fucking reason I feel like they're gonna be like, no, this isn't the time. Screw him.
Yeah,
Dude, I have this weird feeling like Jack Perry's gonna keep the title. I don't like
which
it.
if he
But I
loses, I'm gonna go in the next episode and tell y'all that he should not have resigned. Fuck that.
yeah. So then we have Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay. Who you
Eh,
got?
you know your rule of three, so this is like their first match, so Kyle's winning the first one with some fuckery.
You know this is not their first match. This is their second match.
Okay, but it's not the third, so
Yeah, this is the second match. So I think Kyle should win this one because Will won the first one, so I think Kyle should win this one.
okay.
So then we have the main event. It's the main event,
Moxley,
and it's okay. You didn't even let me finish. All right,
go ahead.
it's Moxley versus Orange Cassidy, but you ruined it. Damn it.
Because
So,
Orange is not winning. Like we compare this to WCW all the time.
mhm.
Moxie's supposed to be Sting, as you've been saying for the longest, but he's fucking Luger. He is Luger.
Dude, like this, like it's like I just, I just really don't know how to explain this because I feel like there's a chance of doing the stupidest thing where it's like, oh, we're gonna have Orange Cassidy beat him, and it's the stupidest fucking thing. But also, it's like Moxley keeping the title is just boring to me.
Oh, 100%. Like we said that when he was in WWE. Like Mox is not the type to be champion, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree with that. You probably do. He's better chasing the title.
Yeah, he definitely is better chasing the title.
Yeah.
But like this is like, I don't know. To me, it's just like, whatever.
And weirdly
Cause
enough,
like,
I had this discussion with somebody.
mhm,
I do not like Moxley at all, but I like what you call it, Dean Ambrose a little bit due to like the whole comedy and like, him being goofy. I don't like this whole
mhm.
serious Death Rider bullshit. Like it doesn't come across to me. Like I don't feel it.
Listen, okay, so I have thoughts about this.
Okay.
So to me, it was executed very poorly. That's the reason it doesn't work. It was executed extremely poorly.
Okay.
Like, first off, there was no direct goal. There was no, hey, this is a thing. Because when he came out, he said, this person, there's somebody behind me making me do this. That's why I'm doing this. Haha. And you guys are going to find out who this guy is. Then they switched it and said, no, I'm doing this because everybody in AEW is soft. And it's like, so there was a full direction of somebody's behind this, and like, you don't know why I'm doing this, and this whole mystery. And then they switched it to, nope, this thing is happening. And to me, that's just like, that took the momentum for me.
Yeah.
Because I had it like, okay, we have this mystery. There's somebody behind. There's somebody that's running this thing. Ooh, let's find out who it is. Let's find out what their true meaning is. Let's find out what this team is. And then you just have Moxley go, no, 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 I'm just doing this because everybody's soft in AEW. He's just like, dude, the
Stupid.
fuck? Yeah, it's like you had an idea. You had an idea. You had everybody on board. And you went, nah, fuck it. Like this is not what I'm going to do. Now we're all confused because we don't know what's going on.
Basically.
And then Moxley every week changes up the promo. And I don't mean just like, oh, this well, you're supposed to change up the promo. Yes, that's true. But not when you change up the promo that changes up the whole narrative of your whole stable. When you do that, it just fucks everybody up. You're like, well, what the fuck is the point?
Like you're at least supposed to have a hint of what's going on. Hence the whole there's someone above him type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he hinted at that. He didn't necessarily say it, but it was a hint. Now it's
Exactly. And
like
it's
every week is something different.
yeah, and it's just like you can't keep track of what's actually going on because if you're trying to follow this story, you're like, okay, this is what the story is. Nope, this is what the story is. Nope, this is what the story is. It is like you're changing our focus on what it's supposed to be, and it's like that's why it lost so much of, oh, I'm so hyped for this. And then the other thing is you're going up against a conglomeration. The conglomeration has like six guys. You have three. Why the fuck are you beating six guys' asses? Like this is insane. Like that's fucking insane. Like that never happened anywhere else. And I know somebody's like, oh, when WCW like had all of their guys in the NWO. Dude, it was like 15 people in the NWO, and they could just like systematically take people out. It's three motherfuckers in Marina Shafir. Like, you shouldn't be able to just like run through everybody. Like, they should at least put up some force. They outnumber you. They should at least fight back. And it's like, nope, no fight back. It's just like, what's the point? Like, you're not
Sometimes
invested now.
Marina like fucks him up on her own, which is funny.
Exactly. Like, at this point, it's like, I kind of give up on like thinking like this makes sense to me because it's like it doesn't. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. It's not cool. Like when it started out the first couple of weeks, it's like, oh, this is gonna rock. This is awesome. And then it just slowly, systematically fell off a cliff, and we all watched it and was like, oh, no, 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 and it just kept falling. And we're like, oh shit, it's over. And now it's just here, and it's just like we're at the point where it's just like, It's just a thing. And I see so many people go, "Oh, this is for me. I fucking love this." And it's like, how do you like? I'm not trying to shit on anybody and be like, "Oh, how the fuck do you love this?" But it's like there's so many plot holes in this, and it's like they're glaring, and it's like, how could you just be okay with this? Like, and I know somebody's like, "Oh, look at WWE. They have plot holes." It's like, yeah, they have plot holes, but they try to plug it up to where it's like not super. You can see your whole body through it. Like I just don't. It's just this isn't for me. This isn't for me. It's a lot of shit that AEW has been doing lately. This has been like, you know what? We're not even gonna try. We're just gonna like stick out there, just like do shit. It's like, no, like go back to trying when you guys were cool. Like right now, you're just like, we exist. Yay. You know, like
But remember, they're the alternative.
speaking of alternative, Russell Dynasty, they're they're doing a fucking convoluted bullshit again that I fucking hate. They're doing the convoluted bullshit again because there's going to be a four-way women's match at the pay-per-view. Here's the problem with that.
Hmm.
They're doing four ways in AEW. They're doing a four-way in Ring of Honor. I'm confused because they're both the same fucking thing, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing a four-way in CMLL and they're doing a four-way in Stardom. The winners of those four-way gets to go into a four-way at Russell Dynasty to wrestle and become the winner. You don't win a belt or anything. You just become a winner at Russell Dynasty in the Tokyo
And the
Dome.
winner is you.
Dude, like this made no sense. It was so convoluted. It's like, why the fuck are we having a four way to get into a four way? And it's like you could have just like, to be honest, you could have just had one-on-one matches to get into the match, and I'd be like, okay, cool. You could have did it. January 5th is like almost a month and a half away from now. You do not have to do it this way. It's
Yep.
so easy. You could do, hey, we're gonna do this. These two guys or two girls versus each other. The winner of that faces somebody, and then they get into the four way. They're like, nah, fuck it. We're gonna do it the most ass backwards way that everybody hates. Well, not everybody, just me. I fucking hate it. This shit is fucking annoying. I can't stand
Nah, I'm with you. Now, tell me your thoughts on this, right? Technically, it's four different companies. How
it. Hmm.
about each company did their like own little thing for them to advance? One has a four-way, another one has a one-on-one, another one has this type of match, and then the fourth one has that type of match. You know,
Dude,
something
if
differentiate all four.
if they would have did that, I would have been so happy. I'd been like, all right, cool. That's cool. I like
Yeah,
that. But no, no, no. They didn't do that. They didn't do that. They just made it. They just made it weird. They just made it fucking weird. I don't like that at all.
that's
I don't like that
alternative
at
for
all.
you.
Yeah, and I'm praying that one day WWE and AEW will get better with all of these fucking convoluted dumbass things that they're doing. Like Jesus, dude.
They
Jesus.
won't.
They won't. They won't. That's the part that pisses me the fuck off because they won't. So, do you have any last words? Because we're gonna be back after full gear.
I almost said fully loaded. That's something totally different.
Yeah, that's something totally different.